Welcome to We Don't Have Cookies with your host, Jason Marshall.
Hey everybody, thanks for downloading the show. It's going to be a quick one today, and if it's your first time listening, this isn't really a typical episode. I was hoping to have Mama Kate here today for the Thanksgiving episode, but unfortunately, she broke a tooth and had to get that taken care of instead of joining me today. I was looking forward to having her on. She hasn't been on since August, and I know we'd have a lot to talk about, but hopefully she'll be on soon. I went to the dentist recently, and I think I got the dental assistant in trouble for talking too much. We had a lot in common, so I don't think either one of us really thought much about it. Then the office manager came in to tell her that her next appointment was here, and so was going to be covering for her. So as much as I liked her, they probably won't be scheduling her to work on me anymore. Speaking of work, I've been doing a few home improvement projects recently, one of which was installing new flooring in my laundry room, and that was easier and harder than I imagined. It's pretty easy to lay the flooring. Because it's in the laundry room, I have some pipes that I had to cut around, plus the usual doorways and heating vents and stuff like that. I bought the flooring a long time ago, and I've been meaning to do it, but it just keeps forgetting about it or putting it off. So I move everything out of the laundry room, start putting the flooring down, and it went pretty well till I got to the end. That's when I realized I was going to be a few pieces short, somewhere between 2 to 4 at the most. So I go to the store to get another box. Like I said, it had been a while, but I figured they'd probably still have it, and I went to where I bought it the first time. I look on the shelf, didn't see it anywhere. So I looked through the whole section. They didn't have any, and I didn't think much about it, and I just left. I went to a couple other places, and nobody else had it either, and I just got frustrated, went home. The next day, I went to another flooring store. The guy shut me down almost before I asked him about the flooring. I had the clipping from the box with the description and stuff. So I went to another store. They told me that it was a Lowe's store exclusive, which is the place I bought it. And I wish the other 6 places would have said that, because that would have saved me a lot of time. So I go back to Lowe's, still didn't see it on the shelf, and I go up to the help station in the department. The lady working there, she helped me out as much as she could. She said they were completely out, but there were a few stores in other cities that had some. There were 2 in Beaver Creek, 11 in Xenia, and 40 in Huber Heights. They said they couldn't promise that the 2 in Beaver Creek would be there. It might just be some leftover thing in the system. If they were there, they may or may not be in good shape, because they're probably returns. So I decided that I would just go with the safe choice and go to the store with 40. And I get there. It takes me, 20, 30 minutes to get there. And I find out they do have 40, but they are all on hold for an installation job they were contracted to do. So I couldn't even get one box. And I leave there. I drive to Beaver Creek, even though they said they couldn't guarantee there were 2 there. That was the closest place. It took me about 10, 15 minutes to get there. And they didn't have the 2 boxes that were listed in the computer. So I'm starting to get frustrated. This is the 3rd Lowe's that I've been to. And I drive to the next store, which is about 10 or 20 minutes away from there. I don't have a good feeling. And I get there. I didn't see any on the shelves. So I go to the department help desk. Nobody was there. I ring the bell. It took a long time for anybody to show up. And when they did, it was a girl walking towards me from one end of the aisle and a guy walking towards me from the other end of the aisle. The girl looked pissed. I tell them what I'm looking for. We walk over to the shelves I already looked at. They can't find it anywhere either. And they check their system. And it shows they have some. They go back to the shelves, look again, and there's none there. So they just throw their hands up and like, I guess we don't have it. So I don't know what I'm going to do at this point. I can't just finish the floor with another kind of flooring, and I don't want to just get rid of the stuff I already put down because I'm only like 2 to 4 pieces away from finishing it. So I'm trying to think of something. And the girl comes up and she says that she's going to check in the return pile. It's on a complete other side of the department we were in, where the flooring that I was looking at was. We walk over there and there was a bunch of them. And she made sure to tell me that there were only 10, not 11 like I had said. So I only needed one box though, so I didn't give a shit how many there were. There was more than one, and that's all I needed. So after 2 days, 4 cities, $20 in gas, $70 for the material, I finally got my flooring, and as it turns out, I only needed 2 pieces. I have a lot of other home improvement projects coming up after Thanksgiving, and I'm really hoping they go better than that. Speaking of Thanksgiving, here is a Thanksgiving-themed Bad Life Coach from Dave Nelson.
Needing help to remove any obstacles or challenges that might be holding you back from success in your business or personal life? Let me help you create a course of action that will take you to the next level personally and professionally with some Bad Life Coaching.
Do you want to reduce the amount of anxiety and create more memorable moments this holiday season? To do so, just follow these simple tips. First off, judge those and those around you with a critical eye. Secondly, perfection should be your top priority to make everything and every moment memorable. Thirdly, alcohol is your friend and use liberally. And lastly, let everyone know how you feel about them. 'Tis the season. Just following these simple tips will make your holiday event the one talked about for years by you and your family. So happy Thanksgiving to you, the listener, and to all the other We Don't Have Cookies dysfunctional family members from your friends at Comedy A Go-Go.
Always good to hear from Dave. One of the things I'm thankful for this year is all of you guys. I start off every episode by saying, hey, everybody, thanks for downloading the show. I do that for a reason. I do it because I want to make sure I start every single episode by saying thank you at the beginning of the episode, because I really do appreciate it. There are thousands of podcasts out there, and it means a lot that you listen to mine. Another thing that I'm thankful for is Red Dead Redemption 2. I'm not being paid to say that. I have been waiting on this video game for years. The first one came out in 2010, and I've been waiting for the sequel ever since I finished it. They were supposed to put it out last year around this time, but it got pushed back to this year. So I've been playing it a lot lately, and I love that game. I'm also looking forward to the latest Fallout game. I pre-ordered it, but I'll probably just have my wife pick it up as a Christmas gift and play it in January or whenever I finish up with Red Dead. I'm one of those people who do every single little thing possible in a game before moving on to another one, so I could be playing this game for a while. Another thing I am thankful for is John the Songman. He has sent me a couple of songs to play during the holidays. It was good to hear from him. Here is his Thanksgiving song.
Wake up, everyone. Start your screaming, because this is the time you'll be in the shower singing until you hear your phones ringing, because it's the time we all start singing, saying Happy Thanksgiving.
This is comedian Darren Carter, and I'm the host of the Pocket Party Podcast. And I'm looking forward to being on the show next week. Thank you.
That's right. Darren Carter, the party starter, is going to be on the next episode. Really, really funny comedian. You guys are going to love him. And check out his podcast, the Pocket Party Podcast. Really good stuff over there. And returning to the podcast to promote his new movie is Guff. Here's a clip from it.
Good evening. Tonight we're going to delve deep into the underbelly of this lovely city. And no, I don't mean literally with some kind of excavating equipment. I couldn't afford that. I mean metaphorically. I'm currently standing in one of the rooms at the Pink Pussycat brothel. I've never been here before, however I'm enraged.
Back again, honey?
Oh. I have no idea who that woman was.
Want to contact the show? Send an email to jason@wedon'thavecookies.com or call 266-9342 and leave a voicemail.
All right, guys, I want to make some changes to the podcast and I want your input. Let me know what you like about the show and want to see more of, what you don't like about the show and want to see less of, stuff like that. You can always send your ideas and opinions in, but I'm really looking to change things up starting in January. So the sooner you get with me, the better. I've already heard from a couple of you, and I hope to hear from a lot more of you in the next few weeks. And feel free to send things in as often as you want to. I want to thank Dave Nelson from the Comedy A Go-Go podcast for the Bad Life Coach segment and John the Songman for the song. That's it for me this week. I'll talk to you next Monday.
Thanks for listening. Tell your friends about the show and leave a review. See you next time.
I have no idea who that woman was.